Let us understand the concept of virtual LANs or VLANs and how they work. A VLAN or virtual LAN is a virtual local area network. So like we saw LANs, virtual LANs are virtual local area networks. So just like we set up a local area network within some definite range, such physical LANs can also be set up using a switch virtually. These LANs are called as virtual LANs. In simple, these are just segments of a bigger LAN. So you have one bigger LAN and you divide that in smaller LANs, and the smaller LANs are known as the VLANs. These virtual LANs will work exactly like the normal LANs, except that they will not be physical in nature. Let's understand more about their virtual nature. Usually for making a LAN, a switch is required. Suppose you are running a tech company that has several departments in it. Since each department needs an individual LAN of its own, you now need to buy several switches so as to keep up with the demand. One solution is to buy many switches and assign different switches for different departments. Thus, every department has an individual switch. The other solution is to buy one switch, just one switch, and divide that switch into different parts. So each part will work as a VLAN and connect different departments together without interfering each other. This way, one switch can be partitioned into different sections that can work independently. In other words, VLANs segregate the nodes that are connected in different LANs by the concept of partitioning or subnetting the main network into many subnetworks. One point to note here is that since the switch partitions the main network or the parent network into independent subnetworks, the nodes within each VLAN can talk to the other nodes in the same VLAN, but not to the nodes of the other VLANs. That means if you have divided a LAN into smaller VLANs, the nodes that belong to the same VLAN can talk to each other, but the nodes that are in different VLANs cannot talk to each other across the different VLANs. The nodes of VLAN A cannot talk to the nodes of VLAN B unless there is a routing functionality provided to them, and that is provided by the router. So now let's understand what this routing functionality means. Since you decided to purchase one switch for all your departments and segregate all the departments into 4 VLANs, let's name them as sales VLAN, marketing VLAN, customer VLAN, and the extra VLAN. The department of sales cannot talk to the department of marketing since they are in different VLANs, or the department of customer care cannot talk to the department of marketing because they are also in the different VLANs. The same is true if anyone from the marketing department wants to talk to the customer care department. He or she cannot do so. The reason is, since you made partitions of VLANs that are independent in nature, they do not have access to send messages across the other VLANs. This access can be given by the principle of routing. So if you add a router to the switch, the VLANs can send messages across their own VLANs. You will understand better what this VLAN routing is when we talk about subnets, subnet masks, and how the different subnets are identified on the network. For now, the point is, if you want different sections of the network to work independently, you need to make VLAN partitions, and if you want those VLANs partition to talk to each other, you need a routing device to that network. Now let us see how many types of VLANs we have according to the services they can provide for the network.